Yo, what's up traders? Welcome to a new video. So today we're diving into the GBP JPY pair, and this pair is known for its fast pace and volatile trading environment. And this currency pair connects the British economy with the Japanese economy, making it a hotspot for Forex traders. And if you're new to Forex or looking to tackle a challenging pair, understanding GBP JPY will greatly benefit your trading strategy. So let's start learning about this exciting pair. So there are a few things that I will be going to cover. Understanding GBP JPY, the optimal trading times, market analysis techniques, fundamental factors, effective trading strategies, and last but not least, pro tips for trading GBP JPY. So, okay, let me show you the charts. So, understanding GBP JPY. So, this pair combines the British pound, GBP, and the Japanese yen, JPY. And the British pound reacts strongly to UK economic indicators like inflation rates, job figures, and political changes. And the Japanese yen, on the other hand, is influenced by Japan's economic policies and its role as a safe haven during global financial uncertainty, right? And because of these factors, GBP/JPY experiences large movements that can provide trading opportunities. Look at these, and over here, big movements. We're looking at the daily time frame right now. But yeah, more on that later, because now I want to touch on the optimal trading times. What is the best trading time to trade this pair? Well, the best time is during the overlap of the London and Tokyo market hours, especially from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern time. So now I'm looking at the daily. I can't show you then exactly what I mean. Let me zoom out a little bit. We look at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. Eastern, and most of the time the pair moves a lot. Let me see. 3 a.m. is about, let me see, 3 a.m. Eastern. Now I'm in Amsterdam time, so that is about here. So from here to about 4 a.m. This day it's not the best example. Let me see over here. We see a big candle. Let me see over here about 9 a.m. Amsterdam time. Here we also see a big bullish engulfing candle. So 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Eastern time, most of the time the GBP JPY starts to rally. I believe this is news. It was a little bit later, but we see big, enormous candles over here. This is just before. This is 7 a.m. So just before the the London Open. Over here we see it also starts around here. And then we see big, huge candles. I believe this was also news, because this is an enormous candle. But alright, so the optimal trading times are 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern time, and during these hours the market is highly liquid and prices often move dramatically. This is due to traders reacting to the late news from Japan and early news from the UK. Understanding these patterns can help you plan your trading times to increase potential profits. So for successful trading, now I'm going to dig deeper into the market analysis techniques. So for successful trading of GBP/JPY, mastering technical analysis is quite important. And I have a few indicators over here, which is one is the RSI, and RSI is more for it's an oscillator. It also shows momentum, and for the GBP/JPY, the RSI and the moving average convergence divergence, which stands for the MACD, Those really can help you understand market momentum and also potential reversals. And also just pay attention to historical price levels. Knowing where previous support and resistance have formed can guide you, your decision on where to enter and exit trades. So for example, let me go back to the daily. I like the daily time frame as a swing trader. Here we see a nice, let me grab the rectangle. Here for example, we see a nice support level, right? Here we see price moves up, down, reaches the support level, it reacts to that, comes down again over here, and also responds to the support level. It can go lower than that, and rejection to the upside, and again bullish. We also see that it respects the 200 exponential moving average as a dynamic support, and over here we see a small divergence on the RSI, which is also an indicator of a reversal. And then we see it crosses the 50 RSI level for more momentum to the upside. We also see it crosses the 50 EMA, exponential moving average. So these are all indicators that, or I mean indications that price goes to the upside. Let me grab the MACD as another additional indicator. Here we see also a cross here, so that's here, cross to the upside. You could take profit about here because there's the resistance, goes down, and then we see that the bars become smaller and smaller, the red bars, until the green starts to appear. This candle, it also crosses the 50 EMA as I mentioned, and then we see only bullish green candles of the MACD go to the upside. So that's also a nice trading strategy. Over here I also see the divergence on the MACD. So here we have a low, here we have a low, but this low is lower than over here. But we see that these lines are lower than these lines. A little bit hard to see. Let me zoom in a little bit. These lines are higher than these lines, while this over here is higher than this, right? So you can use these indicators for the GBP/JPY trades, and it's really easy to spot momentum, increase momentum. But technical analysis is not the only important thing. But let me delete the MACD. We don't need that right now. All right, so technical analysis is not the only thing that's important. We also have fundamental factors, and economic reports from the UK, such as the GDP growth data, employment rates, and political stability significantly impact the GBP. And for the JPY, look out for JPY's monetary policy changes, economic growth reports, and global risk sentiment. And additionally, geopolitical events like Brexit a few years ago, or changes in trade policy between the US and China can cause sudden volatility in GBP/JPY. So these are things that you really have to think about. We have to take in mind basically. Over here we also see that the GBP/JPY is quite trending. It's a really trending pair, but more on that later. Effective trading strategies. So now I can discuss it right now. The pair is ideal for breakout trading strategies due to its volatility, right? So okay, let me zoom out a little bit. We see that once it moves really, really hard. So these are big moves to the downside. See big moves to the upside for the retracement, and then goes quite fast down. And this pair is just ideal for trading breakouts. And I don't believe that the range bound trades would work here. I think, of course, it could work, but the nature of this pair is that it trends really, really hard. So let's say that you want to trade range bout strategies or ranging strategies. Over here, you would take a sell, which is good. Over here is also good. So this is nice. Let me zoom in a little bit to just see it a little bit better. But then you also take here a sell. It goes to the upside, goes down. You wait for over here. It didn't happen for the support level to be reached. This was nice. So now it starts ranging again. So this is good. Here's a buy, but eventually we see sells. Yeah, didn't get respected. Didn't get respected. Didn't get respected. It keeps going up and up and up. So breakout trading is something I would do if I would trade this this pair. So yeah, watch for the pair to move beyond a defined range and then enter a trade hoping to catch a trend. And swing trading can also be effective. That's what I do. Look for short-term price movements and aim to capture the profit from these swings. And always manage risk by setting stop loss orders to protect against large unexpected movements. So for example, let me show you over here. So this is a range, right? And then we see over here that price crosses and breaks out of the range. It makes a nice retest. So break, retest, and also it retests the exponential 50 exponential moving average on the daily time frame. So this the dynamic support combined with this resistance, old resistance now becomes support, is a great entry, because over here we also see that the TDI comes out bullish, shark fin. We also see over here that the RSI is over the 50 level, gets over the 50 level, shows momentum to the upside. So this is a nice buy. It's a really nice buy. And over here we see another breakout over here. So price goes up and then it just ranges a little bit and it starts to go to the upside. Over here we see the same. So this, if you are looking for a pair to do some break and retest trading, this is definitely a pair that you should look out. So yeah, you should take a look at, because again here, upward movement, it retraces. Over here we see a nice pullback and then buy again. Then we see a huge move to the downside. And what do we see over here? This was the former support, right? And former demand level. It retraces to the level. We also see it almost crossed almost touched the 50 exponential moving average, and then it went to the downside again. See it goes up, and now we see finally that it goes down again. And now we really have to consider the fundamentals, of course, for the JPY, because there are rumors that the Bank of Japan will increase or will hike the rates, right? So if I would trade GBP JPY, I will look for breakout and trend trading strategies, because again, let me zoom out a little bit. So this is a huge, ginormous trend from March to 2023 until about August, July 2024. So that's over a year that it's trending to the upside. If you go back even more, we see that it starts about here from November 2020, which is the year of COVID. And over here we see a huge move to the downside. This is when it was announced that we are in a pandemic. So big move to the downside. And then finally we see that many things were uncertain, So the Japanese yen also acts as a safe haven. So when the world is in a crash, just like gold, people invest in the Japanese JPY, and we see over here in the COVID period that the Japanese yen started to gain strength, and then after a few months, we see finally again that um, there is more optimism in the world, and from that moment we see a big move to the upside. So yeah, the GBP JPY again here. This is a huge move. So this was about 2015, 2016, a huge move to the downside. And if you took sales, that yeah, you would make a lot of money. So firstly, always be prepared for quick changes. The GBP JPY can move rapidly due to news or market sentiment shifts, and use economic calendars to stay ahead of major announcements. And secondly, adjust your trading style based on market conditions. Don't stick to one method. And if the market dynamics change, then you also have to change, right? And lastly, consider both short-term and long-term impacts of events on GBP JPY to better predict its movements. You always have to think about the fundamentals, right? You can't forget that. And if you trade this pair, you also have to consider natural disasters, especially in Japan, because there are quite often earthquakes happen over there. There are rapid events because over here we see in a few days it drops. It drops almost 2,000 pips, right? So yeah, you really have to be cautious when you trade this pair. All right. Yeah, so I covered the essential trading strategies and insights for trading this pair, the GBP JPY. And yeah, I think that this pair offers exciting opportunities to those who understand its unique characteristics. But yeah, just be careful and please first trade on demo and understand the pair. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.